some women with very large breasts they just 98% of it goes there. And then there are also like the more toxic your living environment is, the more iodine you're going to need, because there's a lot of bromine that's in synthetic materials for couches. It's flame retardants. So all kinds of paint and materials that are used in household living can be a source of environmental bromine. And then fluoride. If you drink fluoridated water and you brush your teeth with fluoridated toothpaste, it's going to increase your need for iodine as well.
Oy.
So there's a bunch of reasons that people might want to. Well, I'll say this. I think it's crazy that every time I've seen a woman who's on thyroid hormone, and I've had them get iodine data, their iodine is low, and they've never gotten it tested before. And I just, medicine has these myths about nutrition that like we solved all the nutritional deficiencies 100 years ago, so we don't need to think about it. But they did these dumbass things that nullified that. So, for example, the reason that we didn't have iodine deficiency anymore is because they fortified salt with it. They said everyone eats salt, so let's just put the iodine in the salt. And so everyone had fortified salt. But then what did they do? They came along and they said, don't eat the salt. It's going to give you a heart attack. And so what they didn't realize was when they told people to not eat the salt, now they're not getting their iodine. And now, so there's some places where there's like, I talked to one cardiologist who works out in the Midwest, and he says, I see people walking in with you can see the lump in their throat now. And they have a goiter, which is just like a goiter is a very hungry thyroid gland where it's like, I don't have any iodine. Where's the iodine? It just starts growing to try to find it. And you wind up with, you can feel a lump in your throat and not see anything. But if it gets really, really bad, you can see a bump in the neck. And if it gets insanely bad, you can have like a grapefruit hanging from the neck. That doesn't happen anymore. But this cardiologist told me, like, I actually see people with goiter now, but no one's looking for it because they don't think people get goiter anymore. And so most of them just walk around with a lump in their neck until they find me, he said.
That's wild.
Yeah.
The no salt in the diet is so wild.
Yeah.
That one is so crazy.
And then there are other things too, like the supplement that you're taking has glutathione in it. Well, selenium is a mineral that helps you use glutathione to protect your thyroid gland from damage. And there are a number of trials that show that selenium lowers the autoimmune antibodies that occur in Hashimoto's thyroiditis, which is a type of autoimmune thyroid problem. And the reason it does that is because it's helping glutathione protect the thyroid from damage, because